Right, so today I'm going to ice a cake. Here's the cake. This is what I'm going to ice. This is going to be an Iggle Piggle cake today. So I'll put a bit of food colouring on this. Ice blue. Ice blue. So make sure your hands and your side is clean. And then give it a good kneading till you get the colour that you want. It's hard work this, guys. You need a large rolling pin and you need a smoothing tool for doing this. Well, not this, but to put it on the cake. This is going to represent the sky. I've done some clouds as well. You could do this with ice blue, royal blue, tiny little bit of navy blue. Depends what colour you want your sky. But I want mine a nice light blue, I think. Doing it till it's not marbled anymore. Try not to knead it too much so it goes proper dry, because if it goes proper dry it's going to crack. So try not to have your hands too warm, because if it gets too warm then it's just not good. It needs to be coldish. I think that'll do. That's a nice colour for a sky. Just wash my hands. I think I wash my hands about 100 times a day. Honestly. There we go. And that gets all the food colouring off your hands. If you don't wash your hands straight away, your hands end up blue, pink, purple, all sorts of colours. So make sure you wash your hands often. Right, so I've got my blue, my sky, lovely colour, and got my rolling pin. The acrylic ones are better. These ones, they're a little bit more expensive, but they're better than a wooden one. Wooden one keeps germs in them as well. And then a smoothing tool. You can get these from eBay. And then you need icing sugar. Right, so just, like I say, make sure your sides are clean. Not worse than having any bits all over your icing or anything like that. You don't want that. God no. Put a little bit of icing sugar on your pin. And then roll out. Move. Roll out. You got to keep it moving. Try not to do this too many times. If you go wrong and then you have to roll it all back up again and roll it all out again, it's just going to dry and it's going to crack. So I suppose you could put a little bit of water on it, knead it again and put it in the fridge for a little bit. I suppose that would help a little bit, but once you've ruined it with icing, especially if you're covering a cake. So that's it. Right, now get your just lay it on top with either ends dangling over. It shows plenty dangling over. Get your smoothing tool, put a bit of icing on it, give it a good, don't let no air in, don't want air in the top, you end up with a big air bubble. Now look, air bubble there. And then at each side, you see, turn, straighten it out each time. Try not to put too much over it because I'm doing two different colours here. If it were just one colour, I'd do it big enough to cover the cake and the board, but I'm not, I'm doing blue and green. So try not to press it too much against the sides, not too much, enough for it to stick, but you don't want to move the cake or anything. So yeah, try not to have too much dangling over the side because it's harder to work with if you've got too much going on, if you've got too much ice in there. And get yourself a sharp knife as well. And then afterwards, smooth it down with your smoother. See how that's covered now. Smooth it down with your smoother. All the way around. Fondant, this icing can be very hard to work with. It can be very easy to work with and it can be very hard to work with. But if you keep on practicing with it, then practice makes perfect in the end. Can't wait to put a Go Piggle on it. This is for my cousin, this, for his little boy. It's turning 1 year old. I've got such a big family that my family keep me going. Honestly. Quite a lot of us. Oh, that's lovely. Right, so get your sharp knife. Get them from anywhere. This is very sharp. And then, I'll do it so you can see it. I don't usually cut from the back. But just up close to the cake, not in the cake or not. Try not to go straight in like that. Try more of a down. like that, and chop it off. And so you can push that up against the cake then. So I'm going green anyway on the bottom, but I want it close to the cake. And then again, this can easily go wrong. And it's like difficult doing it a different way to what I usually do it. And again, close to the cake. You want it like a diagonal, sort of straight diagonal, if you get me. Right, straight diagonal. Sometimes I do go a little bit further up than I should do. But then if you do, see, I've done it on purpose here, right? But if you do go a little bit further up than you should, push it down with your smoother. I suppose it ends up better than the other sides of the cakes. So yeah, just push it all down. Ends up fine anyway. And then I think that's done. Got a bit more here. Yeah. Don't know why it's falling down. All done. Thanks for watching.